Sri Guru Charitra, Chapter 9. Sri Pada Sri Vallabha blesses the washerman. In this chapter, Sri Pada Sri Vallabha gives a boon to his devotee, a Rajak, that he would be born in a Nawab family and would be a ruler in his next birth, and he would also have his darshan, but in his new avatar, that is, when he would reappear as Sri Narsimha Saraswati. Siddha Yogi narrated another incident which took place during Sri Pada's stay at Kuravpur. Every day, morning, midday, and evening, Sri Pada used to come for his bath to the Sangam or confluence of Krishna and Venya rivers. A Rajak also used to come there daily with loads of clothes for washing. Thus, he used to have Sri Pada's darshan 3 times daily. He used to wash Sri Pada's clothes daily, dry them, and thus used to serve him. Deep devotion grew in him for Sri Pada. One day, it so happened that a Muslim sultan was camping on the banks of the river near the confluence. As usual, when the washerman went to the river with his bundles of clothes for washing, he saw the Muslim king and his wives bathing in the river. The women were wearing rich ornaments and precious jewelry. There were many guards keeping watch around the camp. The Rajak's eyes were dazzled seeing the glory and pomp of the king. He thought how lowly and miserable his own life was, and felt that a life like that of the Nawab alone was worth living. He started thinking how happy he would be if he also were to be born in a royal family and be a king. His mind was brooding thus. Later in the day, when the Rajak met Sri Pada, the latter asked him what was plaguing him. Sri Pada knew what was going on in the Rajak's mind, and he had love for him because of his devotion and the services he was doing to him, that is Sri Pada. Sri Pada told him that he was blessing him to be born in a royal family in his next life and to have all his heart's desires fulfilled. He further said, "If you so desire, I will make you a king even in this life. Why, even now itself." The Rajak was overwhelmed with the joy for Gurunath's solicitude for him. He said, "Lord, I am now too old for any pleasures of the world. Whatever blessings you want to confer on me, please defer them for my next birth. But please, do not ever forsake me. How can I live without your darshan?" Sri Pada then said, "Let it be so. In your next birth, you will be born in the Nawab's family at Vaiduryapura in Bidar. You will enjoy all royal luxuries and pleasure to your heart's content. You will have my darshan too, but not in my present form, but in the form of my new incarnation then as Sri Narsimha Saraswati. But remember that it is not earthly pleasures and indulgence of the senses one should covet in life, but one should ever aspire for the grace of God alone, which is far above all the earthly enjoyments and achievements. Anyway, because of your devotion to me, I will grant you liberation too in your next life." Sri Pada Sri Vallabha decided a little later that he should now end his sojourn on earth in the present avatar of his. He had lighted up the lamp of wisdom. He had helped many yearning souls on the spiritual path. He had relieved the sufferings of many, had revived that sampradaya of attaining liberation through devotion and service to the Guru, and through the practice of renunciation and observance of the moral codes of life. On the Ashviyuja Shuddha Dwadasi, 12th day of the bright fortnight in the month of Ashviyuja, Sri Pada Sri Vallabha walked into the waters of the confluence of the rivers and disappeared just as Lord Sri Rama had ended his avatar in the Treta Yuga by merging himself in the waters of the Sarayu river of Ayodhya. Thus ended another one of the most glorious avatars of the Lord. Although Sri Pada Sri Vallabha had withdrawn his avatar, yet it is known that he did appear countless number of times and still continues to do so in his very physical form to all those who have set their hearts on that holy form and offer their devotion to that form in all sincerity and earnestness. Thus ends the 9th chapter of Sri Guru Charitra, describing Rajak Vara Pradhanam. Glory to the All-Merciful, the Omnipresent and the Ever-Responsive Gurunath.